Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Sooners will kick this deep to get us going. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll use the ground game here. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Finding some room at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal.
Solid tackle, able to get him down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, third and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Hart. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's past the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
3rd down play and a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds. The offense catches a break because at least now they've got a chance to punt this ball away.
And the Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the 1st quarter of play.
Georgia 14, Oklahoma 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He shreds the tackle. And tackled there by the defense.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. You've got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner decides to fair catch this. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The Dogs keep the football on the move. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. And he's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great hit. A solid return to set up his offense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
An inside div now from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
They get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on fourth down, they will go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. The attempt is no good. But there's a flag down. We could get another try.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive. Looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Handoff to the single back. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He bought some time, now lets it go. Ball carrier finding open space. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback, quick throw to his right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback. And now they'll set up for the point after. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if they can convert the point after. Extra point makes the lead 4. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Makes a quick grab. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 21, Oklahoma 17.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to chuck it again. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
And the runner takes off to his right. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. And the Sooners pick up enough for a first down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
He's running out of time here. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Rifles this football to the left. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Fights through the tackler. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. And now to try here for the extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And I really thought on 2nd goal, you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead, try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense is still clicking.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Quarterback's got it on the option. That football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? It's a turnover. At midfield. Across the 40. The 20. The 10. Can you believe this? It's a fumble return for 2 points the other way. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Touchdown, Georgia. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of this football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Sooners offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the tailback's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very